Hey guys, this is Ray the Messenger, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about why you should stop making excuses. Now let's get right into the video. One thing I've noticed with a lot of people recently is they say they have big goals, big ambitions, big dreams, right? And in the end of the day, they just make excuses. They come up with different reasons why it doesn't work for them specifically. Oh, it's because I am this, it's because I was born in this place, right? It's because I was born in this bad part of the town, in this bad part of the city. It was because my parents were broke. It was because I am broke. It was because my friends fucked me over. It was because this person fucked me over, and so on and so on and so on. And one thing a lot of people have is a lot of excuses. I was one of these people. I had a bunch of excuses back in the day. When I was asked, oh, what do you want to achieve? And I was like, oh, I want to achieve this and that. But it doesn't work out for me because I am this and that. So it's easy to make excuses because the other option is if you don't have excuses why you're not going towards your dreams and your goals deep down, you should actually be achieving. The reason you actually have these excuses because it's difficult. It's difficult to go out there and start pursuing those dreams. And the thing is, like, a big part of it is because you are afraid to fail. The people who make excuses are afraid to even start. They not just go the first step. You can never ever get to a goal. If you say, I want to go to the moon, okay, great. But how can you get to the moon if you don't start going up in the sky, right? You cannot just go to the moon if you've never been into the stratosphere, right? Into the upper spheres. You cannot go to the moon if you've never been there. So you need to start working on the smaller steps. And most people, instead of just starting those smaller steps because they're afraid of failing, afraid of embarrassing themselves, they just start making excuses because that's the easy way. Think about it. What's more difficult? Going out there and, for example, let's talk about losing weight as an example. Many people want to lose weight. That's their goal. And then they make excuses. Oh, it's so difficult. The gym is too far away. I cannot work out. It's too hard for me. So these are all a bunch of excuses because the other option the person would have if they don't make excuses, the only two options would be, okay, say you don't want that goal anymore, which is a lie, or going out there and trying to achieve it. And then you have to think about ways how you can achieve it. Then all of a sudden you have to start implementing discipline, right? You have to eat healthier if you want to lose weight. You have to go to a gym. You have to find ways you can structure your own workouts. These things are difficult and they take energy and discipline. And instead of going out there and taking that action, people take the easy part. That's the easy part. And I want you to stop taking that easy part. The easy way out is always the worst part you can go. If you're going out there and there's just like, oh, I'm not going to try even because I know I'm going to fail. What is that? That's excuses. You need to start implementing strategies. And the first thing I did back in the day, I thought about what do I actually want to achieve and what is holding me back. And then I was like, okay, I want to lose weight, for example. That was the first thing I wanted. Then I thought, what can I do in order to achieve that goal? And in the beginning, I also had a bunch of excuses. I was like, I don't know, I'm too afraid to work out. What if people see me in the gym? That was a big thing with me. What if people see me in the gym and I'm weak? Because I was weak back in the day and they would see me and laugh at me. And in the end of the day, maybe it's true. Maybe people will laugh at you, but it doesn't matter. Think about it. Does that really stop you? People laughing at you, does that really hold you back from walking physically? Physically walking outside of your door, walking towards the gym, picking up a weight, moving the weight from place A to B using your muscles. Does the other people laughing at you stop you from doing that? If the answer is no, you have no excuses. Excuses are just man-made, they're fictional, they're bullshit, they're all nonsense, every single one of them. Just take those excuses, throw them in the bag. If you hear your mind saying some kind of weird excuse, analyze yourself and be really reflective. Think about, okay, what did I just say? Is that an excuse? If it's an excuse, take it, throw it into the bag. Oh, out there, I cannot go out there and work out because it rains. Who cares? Does the rain actually physically stop you? I've seen people, listen, there are people out there, you can watch the videos, there are people out there running through the storm and they're doing workouts inside of a storm. There's like a blizzard and stuff, everything happening. There's people out there running through the woods while there's cold outside, right? Where there's snow, everything, without a t-shirt. Some of them, some of the crazier ones. And you're sitting there and you're like, oh, but what about the rain? What about the rain? Oh, the rain is so bad, it's water. It will not kill you. So why not just go out there and do it? Stop making those excuses. And the big thing with this, stop making with the excuses, it's a lot of people they're just little pussies. They need to stop being little pussies. Start being harder. You need to start hardening up. You need to start doing hard stuff. Because when you're making a bunch of excuses, your mind will be weak. You will have a weak mind and you need to harden your mind. How can you do that actually? Hardening your mind. You need to start taking steps towards things that are uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable with losing weight or working out, you need to go out there and work out. If you're uncomfortable talking with people you don't know, you have to call random strangers. You have to talk to people on the street. If you cannot, listen right now, if you're listening to this, you cannot walk up to some stranger and start up random conversations with them and you're afraid, oh my God, what is happening with the strangers? If you're afraid of strangers, then you have an issue. Then you need to work on that. Then you need to stop making excuses why you're not successful, why you're not going anywhere in life. And you need to tackle, that's what I did back in the day, tackle one area at a time. If you put all your focus and start attacking the excuses in one area, then you will have more success instead of just going out there and trying to fix everything. Because most likely, if you're somebody who's just who's an excuse maker, you will have excuses for everything in every single part of your life. Oh, what about the success inside of school, maybe university? You're not getting good grades. It's because this and that. It's because I couldn't learn, because I was focused on other stuff. That's excuse maker. Or if it's like with relationships or some stuff. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have time. Or I can't do that because I'm afraid. Or I can't do that because I'm not good looking. These are the easy excuses. You can just, instead of saying, oh, I will go out there and start working on my own self, which takes effort, which is the hard part, you're just going to be like, you know what, it's not me, it's not my fault. And you're giving away responsibility. When you're giving away responsibility, you're giving power to the outside world and to random forces outside in the universe. And in the end of the day, you have to realize that even you control these outside forces. Because when you're saying, oh, I cannot do nothing about it, then you give you personally, you take your power and you give it away to the outside forces, to the universe, maybe it's somebody else. And when you give your power away, random stuff will happen, and most likely stuff that you will not like. Because the universe out there is fair, but not always. Especially if you're somebody who's lazy. If you're a lazy person, the reality will probably hit you hard over the head. Harder than you can imagine. If you're somebody who's making a bunch of excuses. Because truth is, nobody likes excuse makers. I don't talk to excuse makers. I don't like them. And I respect them because I know where they are in life, but they need to realize that this is nonsense. I'm not going to entertain these people. And most people I know that really have some success in any part of area of life or whatever, these people, they not talk to excuse makers. They will call them out on their BS. And you need to start calling yourself out. You need to stop making those excuses right now. So write down what excuses you have. I want you to take a notebook right now. I want you to take a pencil and I want you to write down, what are my excuses? Why am I not successful in this area? Am I working towards it? If the answer is no, then you need to start implementing a game plan. What am I going to do tomorrow to fix this goal that I have? Okay, I want to lose weight. How much am I going to eat tomorrow? Am I going to work out tomorrow? Do I have prepackaged meals? Do I have some chicken and rice prepared to eat? Or am I just going out there and buying candy and eating the candy? These things, you have to implement them and you have to be rigorous, because this is your wake-up call. If you're not going to implement this, if you're listening to this video, it's like, I'm going to do it tomorrow, maybe not, or whatever, you need to do it right now. You need to start doing it right now. Because the excuse makers, it will get worse. This is the thing that I've realized. When I was back in the day an excuse maker, the more excuses I made, the worse it became and the harder it will get to get out of it. It's a downward spiral. You will be an excuse maker and you will be the worst of them. In the beginning, it's maybe just, I cannot go there because the weather is bad outside. Okay, maybe there's part of it. Maybe if outside there's a fucking tsunami or some shit, okay, maybe you shouldn't go outside, right? If some people are running around with machetes, you probably shouldn't go outside, right? And then the second step is like, but I cannot go there because I don't have time. Don't you really have time? And then the third stage is where you make excuses for everything and anything. I cannot buy this stuff because I don't have the money. I cannot go outside. And then you just, all day, your day will basically be making excuses from start to finish. You will make excuse, cannot get off the bed. The bed is too difficult. And then your whole day will just go down an excuse spiral. I want you to take out of this. I want to help you. I want to take you out of this spiral that you're in. So write down what excuses are you making and attack those excuses viciously and with discipline and self-confidence. And you need to start implementing that. Have a strategy and attack the goals that you want and stop making those excuses. In the end of the day, everything that I say, it doesn't matter. You are the only person who can stop making those excuses. And the first thing you have to realize is that it's all excuses, all nonsense. Every single one of it. And you have to recognize them in your mind, attack them and say, this is nonsense. Take it, throw it outside the window and start taking action. This is the action plan you have to take. I hope this video was helpful for you. Implement the things I've told you inside this video, and also put a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.